It's 2026, so why do we still feel burnt out the moment we roll out of bed? That feeling of rushing, the constant anxiety, and the lack of focus. It's almost become a standard part of modern life. But wait a second. Have you ever wondered why some people stay incredibly calm and productive despite the chaos? The secret is right here. It's not magic. It's about a morning system reset. In this video, we're going to walk through 7 small habits that have the power to rebrand your mental state. Trust me on this. I've practiced them myself and felt a radical shift in my energy, and the best part, everything is surprisingly easy to start. There's one more thing. Later in the video, I'll show you exactly how to sustain these habits long-term without needing ironclad willpower. So make sure to stick around until the end. If you're ready to level up with me, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get straight into it. First, why morning habits matters. Most of us still think mornings are just about dragging ourselves out of bed, right? But here's the thing. That window of time right after you wake up is actually a massive opportunity. Think about it. The first few hours of your day literally dictate your energy, your mood, and every single choice you make until you hit the pillow again. And science backs this up. It's the exact moment when your brain is the most flexible. It's primed to learn, absorb, and lock in new habits. But let's be real. Most of our mornings are kind of a mess. We hit snooze 5 times, scroll mindlessly through social media, and then rush out the door just to be on time for class. The result? Your brain never actually switches on. And because of that, you end up carrying stress and low energy into your day without even realizing why you feel so drained. On the flip side, an intentional morning puts you back in the driver's seat. It sounds simple, but it's all about creating that early momentum and mental clarity. Trust me, those tiny morning wins compound into massive life changes over months and years. So at the end of the day, the real question isn't, how do I wake up earlier? It's actually this: how can we start our mornings in a way that builds the best version of ourselves? Because let's face it, your morning isn't just a part of your day. It's the foundation for your entire life. Habit 1, hydration. Habit number 1, hydration. Sounds too simple, right? But here's the reality: when you first wake up, your body isn't actually refreshed. It's bone dry. How come? Well, during those 8 hours of sleep, you've been losing water through breathing and just basic repair work. The result? Even a tiny bit of dehydration makes you feel foggy, sluggish, and honestly, just super irritable. So before you grab that coffee or check your phone, your body needs a glass of water. And here's why. Drinking water first thing in the morning is like an instant shot of espresso for your brain, minus the jitters. It boosts alertness and jumpstarts your metabolism to flush out all that overnight junk. Now, if you want a pro-level upgrade, try this. Add a tiny pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of fresh lemon. What does that do? It helps restore your electrolytes and gently wakes up your entire system. And you don't need a gallon. Just about 8 to 16 ounces can dramatically shift your energy levels before you even head out the door. Think of it like this. If your morning is the foundation of your day, then hydration is basically flipping the light switch and turning on the engine. Habit 2, move your body. Habit number 2, move your body. Now, hold on, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about spending an hour at the gym, crushing miles, or lifting heavy, especially if your mornings are already a race against the clock. So, what am I actually asking for? Just 10 to 20 minutes of simple movement. And honestly, it can completely flip the switch on how your day feels. Why does it work so well? Because movement boosts your circulation and triggers those endorphins. You know, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. Plus, it sharpens your focus and kills that early morning anxiety before it even starts. The best part is, movement doesn't have to be intense at all. What could that look like? It can be as simple as some basic stretching, a quick yoga flow, or just a brisk walk outside to catch some fresh air. And here's the science behind it. Moving your body sends a massive signal to your brain saying, the day has started, energy is flowing, and I'm ready. Right then, that heavy feeling vanishes, your mind wakes up, and you finally start building that momentum. Habit 3, sunlight exposure. Habit number 3, sunlight exposure. Sounds a bit too vibe heavy, right? But in reality, your body runs on this internal clock called the circadian rhythm. It's basically a 24-hour system that decides when you're awake, when you're focused, or when you're ready to crash. And guess what the most powerful controller of that clock is? You guessed it, sunlight. Here's the cool part about what happens. When you get that natural light into your eyes in the morning, your brain gets the signal to stop producing the melatonin, the sleep hormone. Instead, your serotonin levels start to climb, lifting your mood and sharpening your focus. Essentially, your internal clock gets synced up, which actually makes it way easier to fall asleep at night. And honestly, you don't need to spend hours outside. Even 10 minutes is plenty. What does that look like in real life? Just standing on your balcony, taking a quick walk around the block, or even just having your coffee by a sunny window. That tiny bit of exposure resets your entire system and boosts your energy naturally. The truth is, people who catch those early rays end up feeling happier, more alert, and way more motivated throughout the day. Habit 4, mindset rituals. Habit number 4, mindset rituals. Your body is awake, now it's time to wake up your mind. But let's be honest, most people start their day in reaction mode. What does that look like? It's checking messages, refreshing emails, or scrolling through socials the literal second they wake up. And here's the problem. Without even realizing it, we're handing over the remote control of our minds to the rest of the world. Basically, you're priming your brain for a day of stress, comparison, and constant distraction. So instead of that, try creating a quick mindset ritual. This is where you decide how your day begins. It doesn't have to be a whole thing. Maybe just 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, or even just visualizing your day going smoothly while you sit with your thoughts. You could also try some simple affirmations to build up your confidence and clear your head. The point is, even just 10 minutes of intentional mental prep will make your morning feel so much calmer, sharper, and way more productive. Habit 5, breakfast. Habit number 5, breakfast. But here's the thing, not all breakfasts are created equal. Why does it matter so much? Because what you eat in the morning directly dictates your energy, your focus, and even your mood for the rest of the day. The science is pretty clear. A nutrient-dense breakfast helps stabilize your blood sugar and keeps your focus sharp without those mid-morning crashes. So here's a super easy framework to follow. First, protein. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or plant-based options. Then healthy fats, nuts, seeds, avocado, or olive oil. And finally, complex carbs, oats, fruit, or whole grains. This combo feeds your brain slowly and steadily. But hold on. Here's a science-backed warning that most people totally ignore. Avoid the sugar traps. Cereals, pastries, and sweet drinks spike your insulin, giving you a fake energy boost. And the result? A heavy crash, major brain fog, and intense cravings just an hour later. At the end of the day, your breakfast shouldn't just be a sugar high. What's the goal here? It should fuel your brain and body so you stay focused, energized, and in total control all morning long. Habit 6, plan and prioritize. Habit number 6, plan and prioritize. Now that your body is awake and your mind is clear, it's time to actually design your day. And look, this doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. In fact, the simpler you keep it, the more powerful it actually becomes. So, what's the move? All you need to do is write down your big 3, your 3 most important tasks for the day. Then, jot down 1 or 2 intentions for how you want to feel. And finally, just roughly block out some time for deep work and a few short breaks. That's it. You're done. Research actually shows something pretty cool here. People who plan their day in the morning are way more productive, less stressed, and much more likely to actually hit their goals. Why? Because a clear plan flips your day from reactive chaos to intentional action. Instead of just reacting to everything that pops up, you're the one deciding what actually matters. Seriously, even 5 minutes of morning planning can save you hours of stress and overwhelm later in the day. Just remember, you don't need a perfect plan, you just need a direction. Habit 7, learning and growth. Habit number 7, learning and growth. This is where you actually invest in becoming better, not just getting things done. Ever wonder what high achievers have in common? They fiercely protect their mornings for growth. Think about it. Reading, journaling, learning a new skill, or even just reflecting quietly. And honestly, it doesn't need to take all morning. Even 15 to 30 minutes is plenty to stimulate your brain and build up that useful knowledge. Plus, it's a massive workout for your focus and self-discipline. Science actually backs this up. Early morning is when your brain is most receptive to new info. Basically, your mind is fresh, distractions are low, and things just stick better. So, it's the perfect time to knock out a few pages of a book, practice a language, or journals those deeper reflections. Now, this small daily investment might not feel like a big deal in the moment, but over time, it completely reshapes how you think and how you act. Slowly but surely, it builds a future you don't feel the need to escape from. At the end of the day, you're not just starting your day. The truth is, you're building your life. So we've covered everything from hydrating your cells and moving your body to catching those early rays and fueling up the right way. But here's the real talk. None of these habits, whether it's planning your big 3 or carving out time for growth, will work unless you actually start. How about this? Don't try to flip your entire life tonight. Instead, just pick one habit to try tomorrow morning. Maybe it's just that glass of water. Because honestly, small wins are how we build a life we actually love. If this resonated with you, feel free to hit like and subscribe to join our community. Maybe even share this with a friend who's struggling with the morning fog. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out today. Let's make 2026 our best year yet. See you in the next one.